Nobody prepares you for the fact that apartment hunting at 18 is basically a survival game. I'm freshly 18, just finished high school, and of course, the next evident step seemed to be college, and that meant moving out. So, I started searching for an apartment. At first, I thought it would be not easy, but I would have a decent chance because I started early, sent out prepare applications to make visits, and out of the 20, 25 something I sent, do you want to guess how many I got back? 3. I got back 3 propositions to make visits. And let me show you what I walked into. The first place I checked was an apartment that I would share with 3 other people, but only one person rented there at the time. A young woman was in charge of showing me around, but she focused herself more on my dad accompanying me. So it got me the opportunity to freely roam around and put my nose everywhere. As soon as we walked in, things started to go downhill. The coat closet in the entrance, broken and blocked out with weird yellow tape. The living room, great. For a total of 4 people, kinda rough. But who knows, maybe it gets better. Well, it gets worse. Every single countertop was greasy and some parts of the floor were sticky. If this was what was in plain sight, then what would be hidden? So I picked in the fridge. Bad idea. Mold. I'm talking full-on science experiment. Remember that this is the second room I'm seeing without clenching the entrance. So I was starting to spiral. Like maybe I would be forced to live here, not find a rent as cheap. But you know what? It's fine. This girl didn't want any roommate and was making the place look as unappealing as possible just so she could keep living alone. After gaslighting myself, we moved to the bathroom. There was one shower and one toilet. But the girl started explaining how we'd have to create a cleaning schedule. And like maybe this kind of arrangement works if you're living with friends, but with strangers, no way. Nobody would be cleaning behind me since, I'm freaking older than 12 and I'm not going to replace somebody's mom. Like imagine for a second getting another girl's hair out of the shower drain because it's not her time of the week to clean. At last, she showed the bedrooms. Each had a key and there was even a balcony that connected the 3 rooms. Let's move on to the second apartment. This one was in an old building that smelled like pee. Charming, I know. And I quite remember it since the guy showed up late. He wasn't supposed to take care of us, so he couldn't find the apartment. And last bonus, the stairs were creepy as hell. But I was desperate. I did not want any dirty roommates. So, the apartment in itself was a small studio with one main room, a fold-out couch, a tiny kitchen, and a decent-sized shower. At first glance, it didn't seem too bad. Almost decent. The bathroom looked clean until I lifted the toilet lid. Black. Just black. So I asked the guy, is this normal? And he answered casually, oh, something, blah, blah, blah. No big deal. Yeah, big deal actually. And he continued muttering quickly, it's the renter's responsibility to clean. Renter, as in me? Me? I have to clean this? But it gets worse, like it always does. Back in the main room, I noticed something felt off, weird about the floor. Like a bit yellowy with some sound when you walk on it. So I crouched down and touched it. It was damp. The floor was wet and not in I just cleaned the floor, it just didn't dry. It was really wet. I feel like that was my breaking point because this place wasn't even cheap, so it was freaking pricey and deteriorated. Like, I just hate to see how much some people don't give a damn and know that they probably are going to find a truly desperate student or someone in exchange that won't really know the value of euros and make him live in an awful place. Anyway, the last was another studio much farther from university than the other two. And at this point, I was like, come on, is it really possible to make anything worse? I climbed the stairs with my very last bit of hope, and then the door opened. When I tell you, I almost cried seeing this immaculate brand new apartment. I'm not lying, okay? But I still told myself, don't get your hopes up. Remember the black toilet. So I walked into the main room, couch, table, kitchen, all normal. No grease, no mold, no weird smells. The bed area even had a small wall separating it, making it feel like an actual bedroom, even if it was still considered a studio. This was my happy ending. I was so grateful to start my university life into a place like this. Thank you for watching my very first video. If you liked this video, please subscribe or leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.